Hey Voodoo fans, I'm Hayley Asaro with AFLVoodoo.com. Joining me now is assistant coach Ryan Lingenfelder, more commonly known as Coach L. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time out of practice today to talk to me. Now, you were previously a head coach in the indoor league, and you have experience as both a coach and a player. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, once I got done playing college football at Northern Arizona, I spent a training camp with the Arizona Rattlers, and then after camp I got moved up to Portland, played with the Forest Dragons back in '98. So it's been a while since I played football, but since then I started coaching. Started at low levels, worked my way through high school, junior college, and up to the University of Idaho, and then started my indoor coaching career with the Tri-Cities Fever, which was the last year of the AF2. And then after 4 years there, I moved on to the Wyoming Cavalry as their head coach in the indoor football league.
Now let's switch gears over to the Voodoo. Now talk about your units. Talk about the competition between the offensive line and the defensive line right now in camp.
As a group, they're working together as a camp. They work very hard. We're working on making sure the entire group is in the best shape they can be, being as flexible as they can be. And they do a lot of movement before practice, and working together as a group, understanding that they're a core unit, and both of them have to work independently on their sides of the ball, but together is really the core of which we're counting on being the emotional leaders of this team. But during camp, they've been battling hard. They've been practicing like pros, meaning they're working on their individual stuff. They're working on their sides of the football scheme, and then also making sure keeping each other up and off the ground to hopefully keep as few injuries as possible around here.
Now, as a coach, do you feel one side of the ball is progressing more quickly than the other?
Obviously, the defensive line group and the MAC linebacker is very athletic, very fast. So they started out camp with a bang, getting out here on this turf and them coming off. But the offensive line group has been slowly catching up to them every day and start getting into some team situations where it's not just all-out pass rush, where the defensive line is really good at. But when we get the screen game and the run game and things like that in there, the offensive line is really starting to separate itself of the four guys who are really going to push themselves forward on this camp.
All right, Coach. Well, we are so excited to have you with the New Orleans Voodoo this year, and excited to see the performance on the field.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here in New Orleans. I've been here a couple times to visit, but I'm getting to know the town. I'm really excited to be wearing the purple on game day.
All right, March 28th inside the Smoothie King Center home opener between the Voodoo and Jacksonville Sharks. I'm Hayley Asaro with AFLVoodoo.com.